welcome back to FM22 with Old Man Phil. And if you are new to the channel, then why not hit that subscribe button and do all that other stuff and help the channel grow. And follow us as we try to take Newport from rags to riches. Or we might just get sacked as we progress. But whatever happens, it's going to be, and has been, one hell of a ride. Well, when you were with us last, you will know that we have just been promoted to Sky Bet League One, and after 2 games, we're sitting on top of the table. And that, we're going to take that. 6 out of 6 points at the beginning, that's as good as it gets. Fixtures have been kind, but that's okay. We are also into the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, and where we have a home tie against Tottenham, which I'm not looking forward to at all. We also have some other good news where we have signed, finally, Daniel Williams from Swansea on a loan deal, and that he's a very good player, and I hope will fit nicely into our midfield where we needed to strengthen. So let's have a quick look at how we got on since you were last here. In a home game against newly promoted Salford, we managed to win that quite easily by 3-1. And then we went away to Blackpool, second favourites to win the title, and we came away from Blackpool with a very creditable 3-3 draw. And the Papa John's Trophy then was next against Bristol Rovers, trophy I'm not interested in winning, fielded a very weak team and won that by 3-1. And then came Shrewsbury, and a very, very easy victory against Shrewsbury by 4-0. Against Tottenham, we should never have won this game, but my goalkeeper decided to have the best day of his career, and he saved everything that Tottenham fired at him, and even saved a penalty as we won the penalty shootout 5-4. And against Burton, a very tough trip away to a very good side. We again were being beaten very, very easily. We defensively, though, remained solid. And then, in the 81st minute, Haynes drilled in a cross and Abraham drilled it in. And that gave us another lovely 1-0 victory away at Burton. And so now we are ready for the Wycombe game. And let's have a look at the team for the Wycombe game. So Joe Day remains in goal with Josh Pask, Mikael Parker coming back into the side, Mickey Dimitru as our defensive 3, Jamie Sterry at wing-back, Aaron Lewis at wing-back on the left, Charlie Lakin and Liam Brown made up the midfield, and Daniel Williams, Lewis Collins and Jamie Thomas played up front. We decided to rest several players for this game because tiredness was beginning to become a factor. Whether that's the right decision, we shall see. And so we are ready. So let's go and try and win this football match. And it's Newport County to get us underway. And we are set up in a standard mentality. We don't want to concede early. We're very wary that they are a very strong team and that we have not put out our strongest team by any stretch of the imagination. And we have a lack of forward power, shall we say. So I think we're going to have to defend well and be patient. But here come Wycombe. As we say that, Wycombe have a corner. We are quite solid against set pieces, and that fires over the head of everybody. And Wycombe do have a chance here, and that's into the box, and that's a shot, and that's over the bar, and Newport County survive. It's a game that I'd like to win, because if we can win this, then we will have won 6 games on the trot in this league. And there's a free kick that's headed on by Pask, but doesn't find Collins. And so at the moment, 21 minutes gone, we're doing okay. It's Wycombe 0, Newport 0. And I'm quite happy to take a point here at Wycombe. They don't look very threatening, neither do we. This could possibly be a bore draw. As Pask does something completely ridiculous, but somehow the ball manages to find its way back to him. Sterry. He finds Lakin. Lakin, who's not been in great form of late, and I'm expecting a performance from him today. A little bit better than he's been putting in. Pask, who's been immense for us, though, drives forward. And he looks for Collins. Now, Collins, he's got himself a bit of space. Can he get across him? Yes, he can. And, oh, my Lord, Brown, I think he should have taken that first time. What an opportunity that was. But here's a free kick for Wickham that's easily defended. And they pick it up on the left. And down the left they come. Can he get across in? Yes, he can. And that's headed harmlessly, and Day collects that without any problem whatsoever. He feeds Pask. Pask tries to bring it out of defence, and he finds Parker. Parker deserves to be in this team. His form has been absolutely outstanding, and there's only been one game where he's actually not performed and got less than a 7 in terms of his rating. Here we are, Newport, 40 minutes gone. We have a free kick. Lakin feeds Story. Story finds Pask, who passes it inside to Parker. Parker feeds Dimitru. This is very patient build-up by Newport. It's what I want. We need to be patient. And Lewis, can he get a cross in? He chooses to pass back to Dimitru. Dimitru, he finds Williams, who finds Lakin. Lakin back to Williams. This is nice football. It's how I want to play it. We're trying to find a clear opening. And there's a header by Collins that bounces off the top of the crossbar. That was a chance. And unfortunately, it stayed outside the goal. And we still are at 0-0 here at Wickham. And so it's half-time. And it's Wickham getting away in the second half. Now, I have noticed that Wickham, in the latter parts of the first half, were trying to play down the right. Now, I might have to do something about that as they try to exploit the fact that we have our wing-back attacking on the right-hand side. And here they go again, down the right. And he's going to try and get across him, but that's a great tackle by Lewis. Lewis is a very, very good player. And we're very fortunate to have him. We are going to switch things up now. We're going to change our focus of attack to the right and defend on the left. We need to stop them putting in these crosses on the left-hand side. Here's Hamilton for Wickham. He feeds McCarthy. Again, they're probing down the right-hand side, but this time it's easily dealt with. But they have a chance. They have a real chance here as that's hooked away by Pask. Absolute no-nonsense, just get rid of it. We are defending well again. We are stopping them creating opportunities. Everything is going to plan, except that we can't score. So we do need to try and up our game a little bit. And there's a chance, and he's hit the post. And again, Newport have survived. And we do need to try and do something. I'm going to maybe press them a little bit more because I think we're giving them too much space. Too much respect, and they are beginning to take advantage of that. So we will press a little bit, and that's a poor punch from the goalkeeper. And Dimitru, how did he miss that? That was a glorious chance which he fired over the bar. And here we go. Yeah, we're going to make some changes. Sterry is tired, and we're going to bring on Upson for his experience. I think that maybe what we might want to do is to attack a little bit more. We're being a little bit tame. They are tiring as they try to probe down the right again. And that is a good cross, but it's again easily defended. We are good at the back. Here's another chance, a good block, and they are putting us under pressure. And I have made that decision now to go and press them a little bit more. And we're going to make that, we're going to change that and actually stop them getting the space that we've been giving them too much of. And we'll see if that makes any difference now. And so, as still 0-0, I'll be quite happy if it stays that way, because we will still be unbeaten at the end of 7 games, and I'll be really happy with that. But Wickham have a free kick here, and he was totally unmarked. And just fired over. So again, we've been very, very fortunate there. But fortune favours the brave. And we're about to get brave and push Haynes further up force our right back further up. So Norman is going to go further up the pitch. We're going to take off Lewis eventually. No, we're not. We're going to wait until this highlight is over. But Newport have the ball, and Newport are on the break. This is what we want to do, counter-attack. Here comes Collins. Collins is in the clear, and Collins can't get his shot on target. He's a young lad learning his trade, so you can't be too hard on him. It was a good break by Newport, and who knows, 71 minutes are now gone, and we are still very much in this football match as Pask heads over the bar at the near post from a corner. So we are starting to create a few more chances, and I feel a little bit more optimistic, and maybe we won't make any changes at this time. Here comes Dumitru. He's looking for Lewis on the left-hand flank, and he finds Upson. Upson finds Collins, and this time Collins is in the clear. Can he shoot? He can't, and it's gone out for a corner. This may well end up, the featured match may well end up as a 0-0 draw, with actually nothing happening at all really in the entire game. But here's a corner, and it's flung in, and there's Pask, and no, it's not going to be a 0-0 draw, because Pask has scored, and that puts us 1-0 up, and that's going to give us, if we can hold on to this, we will have won 5 of our games, our opening 7 games, 6 of our opening 7 games in Sky Bet League One, and this is like unbelievable what is happening. We do put a lot of effort into finding out where their strengths and weaknesses are. It pays off, and we're going to swap Lewis out now. He's tired, and put on Farquharson at left wing back, and just try to see the game out. And hopefully we're going to get to the end of the game. We're going to go completely defensive now as we go into stoppage time, and we're going to just totally defend. We are going to try and stop them from getting anywhere near. We're going to waste time, do all sorts of things. We just want to hold on to this 1-0. We're not going to underestimate them. We're just going to defend now. And hopefully we'll be able to see the game out. Here's Day. Again, a clean sheet at the back. This is absolutely splendid. Farquharson picks the ball up. He gives it to Dumitru. They're playing the ball around quite nicely. Day finds Parker. Parker back to Day. Total frustration for Wycombe. A game they thought they were going to easily win has turned out to be a defeat against newly promoted Newport. But it's not over yet, and there's a chance for Wycombe on the left-hand side, but he's just put it past the post. Is that their last opportunity? There's a minute left, and the game is coming to an end. Here's Thomas, just hold the ball. He finds Brown. Brown back to Thomas. Thomas gives it to Brown, and Brown's going to take a crack at it, but that's a very tame shot. And as we go into the last 15 seconds, we need the final whistle now. We need to hold on to this, and if we can, this will be another famous victory for this Newport team. Nobody gave us any chance at all. And there is the full-time whistle, and it's Wycombe 0, Newport 1. And this really is a little surreal, because what that means now is that we are, after 7 games, we have won 6 and drawn 1. We have a goal difference of 13, and we are top of the league by some 4 points, even at this early stage. We are also flying high in the Caribou Cup. We're into the 4th round with an away trip to Crystal Palace coming shortly, and we are top of the Papa John's Trophy, our group there, having played 1 game. In terms of injuries, we just have the one. For another 2 weeks, Ryan Haynes will be missing. He has a pulled calf muscle. And so things couldn't look any better at the moment, and we have some tough fixtures coming up. But I think that what we will do is we'll play through some of these fixtures, and we will come back for possibly the Wigan game, a game we should easily be winning. And that's it for this video. Do all that subscribe stuff. hit the bell, get your notifications, and follow along as we try to improve Newport County and take them to the higher echelons. And all that remains to be said now is I'll see you in episode 13.